Cyber criminals will use whatever the current event is to reach out to consumers. And they're just looking for a good reason to touch base with consumers and see if they can solicit information. What makes Cyber Monday or these shopping holidays so appealing is there's always a sense of urgency to the deals that the consumers are after. And that sense of urgency sometimes doesn't play in their favor, especially when it comes to responding to, let's say, an email that says your $1,000 TV purchase isn't going to go through unless you send me your credit card information right now. So cyber criminals are really preying on that sense of urgency that consumers are reacting to these deals with.
What specifically should we be on the lookout for besides anything that says, do it now, you have to do it or you're going to lose out?
Something to keep in mind, retailers will never, ever, ever ask you for credit card information via email, phone, or text message. And that's going to be the primary vector that attackers use to solicit that information. The other thing to look out for are links to web pages that contain a login. Right? If you're expecting to log into Amazon's website, or if you get an email from Amazon or Walmart or Target or any of these retailers that say log in to fill out your credit card information, go directly to that website. Don't click on a link that redirects you to the website. Just go directly to their page, click on your account, and see if it requires that information.
You mentioned something about QR codes, which have become very big. I mean, even though they've been around for a while, they've really taken off now that restaurants are using them so they don't have to pass out menus. Tell me about how retailers are using them and then how cyber criminals are using them too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of QR codes, especially in the restaurants. I love not having the waste of menus and I can just use my phone. Unfortunately, QR codes are not just for menus or just for ad circulars. They can take you to anything, right? You can program your own QR codes, and a lot of attackers are using those QR codes to route consumers to maybe a malicious software download, maybe a scamming website. So during the shopping holidays, we're starting to see these pop up at some of the brick and mortar stores that maybe are having Black Friday sales. They're putting them on the walls outside where somebody would usually line up. They're putting them throughout the store and they're saying, scan this QR code for a great deal. Scan this QR code to save your spot in line. Scan this QR code to view our ads. And they're really not true QR codes. So what consumers need to do is check with those stores, check with those retailers and say, hey, are these your QR codes? Should I be scanning a QR code to save a spot in line? Is that a feature that you guys have?
A lot of useful information there. Also, one thing that you should be aware of is shopping apps, because research from the cybersecurity company RiskIQ identified almost 1,000 apps that are using holiday-related terms that could be malicious.